The city of San Diego is launching its Arts and Culture and Creativity Month. Organizers say the celebration will emphasize the essential role of artists and art within local communities.
Join us. We'll look at the celebration is the artsy, cultured, and creative. Ed Lindemann, I believe in his arts and crafts class, he finished #1. Yeah, so that's how some of your artwork's still on display back east.
There was only one person in the class. That's why we finished first. I do have a little, ask Lauren, I do have a little creativity somewhere in my bones and body. I think I showed her, never mind. Of course I didn't. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. We're having some fun here because, you know, we're not going to get so serious about the arts as opposed to, except for the fact that if you really think about it and if you take the moment, arts and inclusivity and where we are in terms of this isn't just kicking off Arts, Culture, and Creativity Month in San Diego. This is statewide, and they've been doing this for a number of years because guess what art brings? And it's a whole lot more than in the eye of the beholder or creativity. And oh, by the way, Casa de Familiar, one of the reasons we're here, there's a gallery here that's showing some art. Oh, by the way, we're hard up against the border. Don't think we don't have wonderful artists in Tijuana. So this is all about art without borders. You get the idea. And the celebration is being kicked off today. We have a woman here named Julie Baker, and she is the CEO of a nonprofit that's based in Good Morning.
Good morning.
She's the CEO of California for the Arts.
You got it.
Don't say Californians.
It's all
okay,
good.
And it's a nonprofit. So tell me about your background and how this is one of the leading states for developing arts and culture and supporting our local artists. And why California?
In fact, the Bureau of Economic Analysis data just came out 2 days ago. California is #1 in arts jobs in the United States. It's a $289 billion industry in California, 7.5% of the state's gross domestic product. So this is an essential creative workforce in California. But one of the things that we want to talk about is not only how important arts and culture is to economic impact, but also to our health, to our healing, and to hope, which is so critical right now in particular.
All right, let's start with economics, and we'll try to be as brief as we can here. We think about starving artists, and, you know, I read all the time about, you know, this is my passion, and by gosh, and then sure enough, oh, by the way, this person has developed into a gallery-style artist, and that's great, but we want to support everybody in terms of inclusivity, but there is an economic boon here. When you said that figure, it really did surprise me, just in terms of economics.
Absolutely. And the thing is that really we want to end the paradigm of the starving artist. We can do that by investment. It's easy. We can make certain choices. A budget is a reflection of our values. So California is 35th in the United States in per capita funding for arts and culture. So California could change that paradigm by increasing investment. The governor has introduced a film and TV tax credit to increase investments in film and TV. But specifically for arts and culture, which is a really critical aspect of the creative economy, we're still only $21 million in local assistance grants for the entire state. We should be doing a lot better.
All right. Let us get to when you said health and well-being and just taking a moment to appreciate, because that is part of just,
yes,
you know, especially in this day and age. Help me out with that about, you know, this is the health of a community to be able to see this.
Absolutely.
And what do you see, remember, eye of the beholder kind of thing is not a negative. Wow, take a look at that.
Right. But actually, you know, neuroscientists have been really leaning into the impacts of what arts can do. So 20% of people who experience art, the attendees that they've done in studies, have less depression. 45%, people who involve in 45 minutes of arts participation are going to have all these amazing results in terms of lowering your cortisol levels, which is related to stress. They have seen incredible developments in Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, in mental health and loneliness, which we have an epidemic of in this country, in our youth and engagement and anti-violence and public safety. There are so many health, economic, and social benefits to investing in arts and culture, that is where we need to be leading at this moment in time,
right.
particularly in this moment in time.
Okay, well said and well spoken. So you have the governor's ear, because you certainly got mine in terms of just my own well-being.
That's
so
right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining us here today.
Oh no, I'm certainly an advocate. I may not be very talented, but
well,
I certainly
all
appreciate
of
it.
you are part of the creative industries. Here you are. You're on television. That's part of it.
Well, that's why I finished first in my class of one. They were kidding me about it. I had a great project. I said, well, the class was only one person. It's like finishing third.
You're also a comedian.
Yeah. Well, Paul and Lauren would say so. That's my talent. Thank you, Julie. It was well spoken.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
All right. And obviously, we'll have more later on. This isn't just the month of here in San Diego. It's statewide. And she really was a terrific spokesperson for all of the above, wasn't she? We're back to you from Casa de Familiar here, this very large social service and community development agency that is so well known here in San Isidro. Boys and girls, we're back to you on a Friday. That was well said.
All right, Ed.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
We'll chisel that in stone.